Hello, everyone, and welcome to U-Nique Accounting. My name is Matt Cincerello, and I'm an owner and managing partner here. You can learn more about what we do by visiting our website, u-niqueaccounting.com. And while you're there, I recommend you check out our free stuff page, where you can read our blog and also download some free content like the top 10 cash flow mistakes that can cripple a business. So today's Friday, happy Friday. This also means that it's time for the reflection of the week. And this one's gonna be about worry and anxiety. Why anxiety? Well, first off, I'm not a therapist and I'm not trying to solve any problems today. And having said that, I recently listened to a wonderful sermon series that dug into anxiety into our lives and mechanisms for dealing with it. And I wanted to share some of those tidbits. And whether you are a faith-based person or not, this sermon was a great listen and had some really good insights into worry and anxiety. And I suggest that you give a listen to the link provided at the end of this video. Here are some of the key points I wanted to share with you. Anxiety does not discriminate. We are all subject to worry and anxiety, but it's the amount of worry and the amount of time that we spend in that worry that can impact our lives. A little bit of worry can be a good thing. It can help focus us and drive us to get important things done. However, worry can often give small things a very big shadow. We can continue in worry, sit in worry, and get stuck in worry. And this is what leads to detrimental impacts in our health. So here are a couple quotes from the video. 1, worry never robs tomorrow of its sorrow. It only saps today of its joy. Just think about that. Mentally, when we sit in a state of negativity, it just impacts the joy in the day and also how we interact with others. Here was a second quote. Worrying comes from not thinking about the future, but trying to control it. This, in my opinion, is probably the #1 reason why we as humans worry. We have this belief that we control everything in our lives and that things happen the way they do because we shape it that way. And the wise words of the Queen of Arendelle, let it go, let it go. And all of this reminds me of my favorite quote that comes from Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has a trouble of its own. So why am I bringing this up? Well, as an entrepreneur, you can sometimes be all alone in what you are doing. If you have worry and anxiety in your business, this is different than personal worry and anxiety. And you may be dealing with it differently than you normally would, or not dealing with it at all because you don't have someone to help you. So whether it is personal or business related, here are some strategies from the sermon that work and that I've used in my own personal life. So strategy #1, step back and really look at the small stuff that is causing your mind to spin and worry. In business, there's this common phrase in the rule called the 80-20 rule. And one way we learned to describe it was, this is the rule of the critical few versus the uncritical many. The critical few things will bring you 80% of your results. And so that's where you should focus your efforts. Don't focus on those uncritical many. Strategy #2, learn the line. This is really important. You have to learn what you can control versus cannot control. And you want to stay behind the line of what you can control. And then you need to surrender to what you cannot control. So in business, here's an analogy. You can control how you market, but you can't control what people buy. What you can control with how you market, focus on that and try to control it. But what people are buying, to stress and worry and have anxiety around that, you need to surrender to that because you really have no control on it. Strategy #3, get moving. Not only will exercise give you a break to take your mind off your worries, but it also releases endorphins. And endorphins are a powerful thing for your mental health and overall well-being. Strategies #4 and 5, find joy and laugh and pray, or if you're not faith-based, talk with a friend. Learn to say thank you for what you have been provided. If you're watching this video, it probably means you have a phone or computer. That means you're better off than a lot of people in the world. When's the last time you stopped to look around and say thank you for what you have in your life? Also, learn to lay your burdens down at the feet of another. Offloading the weight and stress by talking about it. It doesn't mean that someone's going to help you and solve those issues. You just need to talk about them. And so the stress that exists in your body can be released. Learn to ask for help, not because you are expecting to receive it, but because you are accepting the fact that you can't control it. And if you are surrendering that control, the relief you receive from doing this will be life-changing. So thanks for listening to our reflection on worry and anxiety. If you want to listen to the full sermon, the link will be provided at the end of this video. Also, please remember to like our video and subscribe to our channel for future content. Until then, remember, don't conform, stay unique.